Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch, and today the first ever moon phase timepiece that I've reviewed on the channel. But it appears that moon phases are like buses. You wait for ages and then two of the things turn up at once. I've got a Thomas Earnshaw automatic moon phase that I'm going to look at next week, but today is the turn of a little quartz piece by Maen. Now Maen are a Swedish company started by two Dutch gentlemen, but taking their inspiration from New York. Hang on in there, it'll be worth it, I promise. Let's flip the camera and get a closer look. So what do we have today then? Well, a bit of an unbox and review of this Maen Brooklyn 39mm quartz Ronda Swiss powered moon phase watch. Now Maen is the Dutch word for moon. Without turning this into a history lesson, basically the company started by two Dutch men but inspired by New York place names. New York itself being a former Dutch colony back in the 1600s. A lot of the place names in and around New York, including Brooklyn, Manhattan and the River Hudson, which are in turn the names of Maen's range of watches, are Dutch names. So it seems a slightly unusual connection at first, a Dutch company based in Sweden coming out with watches named after New York landmarks, but when you think a little into the history it all makes sense. So what's in the box today? Very nicely packaged as you saw, a kind of outer, inner, a comprehensive instruction manual, this one for the Brooklyn 39mm. A little bit about the company and a little bit about the moon phase complication of the watch itself. Let's get the stickers off. There we are. I don't normally point out the watch tags, but a nice little piece of plastic, probably cost them 10 cents to do, but a nice little touch there by Maen. This whole package really does have a little bit of class about it, that's for sure. So as the name suggests, the Brooklyn 39 is 39mm in diameter. We've got 20mm lug width, tapering down to 18mm at the clasp, and it's a butterfly clasp today. I'll have a closer look at that when I pop it on the wrist in just a minute or so. This watch being a quartz, it's Ronda powered. I had a look, it doesn't specify which Ronda movement. I'm guessing it's a kind of 760 derivative, given that it's a two-hand plus moon phase quartz. Because it's quartz powered, we get a thickness of less than 8mm. Wears really, really thin on the wrist there. Nice bit of brushing on the very side of the case. Textured case there, we got some polishing as well. Dead flat sapphire crystal covering the dial, and a nicely textured case back as well there, just advertising the Swiss movement and the fact that it's a Brooklyn 39 moon phase. Screwed down case back, literally screwed down, you can see the half a dozen screws there. This one has a water resistance rating of 50 meters. I always say with this style of kind of dressy style piece, anything over 30 is a bonus, so definitely just what you'd be expecting at 50 meters. Zoomed in on the dial there, and it's pretty simple. Some really nice little applied indices, the hour batons all the way around, double at 12 o'clock, but nicely beveled so they catch the light, play with the light a little bit. Nice simple set of Dauphine hands there as well. And the moon phase window, that looks great, nice little beveled edge there, all very nicely machined, and the whole dial has a nice kind of sunburst effect to it as well. Nice and subtle though, because this one is black. They also do this watch in a silver and a blue. Should be noted they also do it without the moon phase and with a date complication as well. But they don't offer all three, so you can't get the date and the moon phase, you've got to choose. Leather straps looks pretty good, matte finish, croc embossed, very soft on the underside though, looks like it'll be very comfortable to wear, and embossed with the Maen logo there near the clasp. As noted elsewhere, I'm not a huge fan of butterfly clasp, but this one looks pretty decent. Again, the Maen logo on the clasp there, a double security pusher, opens and closes as it should, looks like a decent little unit. And there it is, sitting on top of my 7-inch wrist, and doesn't it look sweet? I do like these slightly smaller sized watches. This one 39 I think goes really well. Leather strap obviously straight out of the box, but it's a nice high quality one, so it should conform to the wrist well with time. Looks pretty classy. Those applied indices just catching enough of the light, those Dauphine hands as well. And you've obviously got the moon phase down there above the 6 o'clock, so a really kind of refined, very understated little watch. This one, just enough to keep you amused, but not too much. Now if the 39 is just a little bit too small for you, they do the Manhattan 40. A little bit chunkier and also with a concentric brushing rather than a sunburst effect on the dial, a little bit more metal to it as well. But the one I'm really looking forward to is our forthcoming Kickstarter project, the Hudson. A kind of 70s style 38mm dive watch with an ETA 2824. That one looks like it's going to be on Kickstarter for less than 450 US, which I think is a bit of a steal. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on one of them for review shortly as well. So moans and niggles then, what are you going to complain about today, Joe? Do you usually find something? Well, there's been one glaring omission so far in this review, hasn't there? Especially unusual considering it's such a value-driven channel. And that's the price. I haven't talked about the price. This one comes in with the moon phase at 269 euros. Now, at the current exchange rate, that's well over 300 US dollars. Which I think, you know, it's a very nicely done watch. Nicely made, nicely executed, sapphire crystal, comfy leather strap, and that Ronda moon phase. That's still a fair chunk of money for a quartz piece. It's not going to be to everyone's tastes because of that. If you're interested in this Maen, and I think you should be, it's a nice little watch, definitely shop around. Definitely see if you can take a little bit of a percentage off that sticker price. So there you have it, a really attractive, nicely built little timepiece by Maen. Very much looking forward to that automatic they've got coming up in a month or two as well. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.